baby, where don't woke me at. Where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me. Where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me. They say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of your favorite talk show, the Talk to M Show, where they come to you every Tuesday on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And I am your host, Mulku Bangora. If you just joined me, thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you listen to me in radio right now, you didn't like you go home, or you just relax now, so just to eat billy. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Or you didn't like your car, you drive, go somewhere, you go beer. Thank you for listening to me. Or you go church. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Wherever you day, what you do, which part of the world you do right now, whatever you're doing. Thank you for listening to my voice. I know I don't get the best of voice, but the information while the past now the most critical thing we for pay attention to. And today we got a great show for you today, as usual. We designed the show for really coach and mentor the young generation, provide them with adequate information, all the tools that we need for make life decisions, for make them succeed in this life. Things and tools that we know some of we not beget. We found out the hard way, and so because of we found out the hard way, we decided to say we begin and not go through the same thing. People are all savvy and the young ones are not go through the same thing. At least not make it easier for them, and that's why we designed the show. So we bring the experts, we bring the one who is savvy past we also do your small research for bringing the information the way you need for surviving at this world. And today's show, we can talk about all about the Chevening Scholarship. I know say if you're a student, a prospective graduate, or you don't graduate, you work now, or you're in a mid-level career professional, you think about looking for a scholarship, then here is an opportunity for you for go UK for a whole year and study on a fully funded Chevening Scholarship. You need to pay £1 now the UK government to pay for you, fly you go to England, you did it, you study whatever cause of you desire, and then you are expected to return back home and can contribute to national development. Well, the application door open. So if you're out there and you're interested, sit down, sit back, relax. I bring somebody from the British High Commission where you can tell you everything about the application process and everything you need to know for apply for the Chevening Scholarship. That's why we designed the show, for bringing you all the information you need for succeeding at this life. You can be a part of the show. Call me on 079-994-993, or you can text me on 079-994-993 if you get questions, comments, or contributions, or maybe something that you just want to talk about in relation to this scholarship. Lano, yeah, reach out to me and be a part of the show. Even if you late, send me a message on my TikTok handle, Mulku_EMYU, or you send me a message on my YouTube or Facebook handles. Facebook Mulku EMYU Bangura on Facebook, or on YouTube Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Trust me, I will reply to you and give you the information you require. Sit back, relax for the next couple of minutes, and even if this not interests you, you must get your bikini, you must get your auntie, you must get your uncle, you must get somebody, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, where they look for an opportunity. So listen, so you go tell them, and then you go back to my videos and learn more. Right? We'll take a short break. When I come back, I'm going to introduce my guest and get into detail. See you soon.
Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like, I buy now. Turn down, cause me I let it turn down, I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. People go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The easy why some man go stay. Now only God know the reason why some man go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I no go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know what you get for no say. It's never the end, cause the downfall of a man no, not to the end of his life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous na the name now. He no go say he don't know me now. Now me so this guy the party now. Even you baby they calling now. Cause I me they make all man they daddy now. You next on the beats now. The people just they craze, just they dance now. Hey, they just they dance now. They just they daddy now. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward.
Yes, I'm looking forward to a brighter future. If you mean I defend bright future. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and thank you for joining me back, and welcome back again. So I have been your host, Mulku Bangua, and this is not the Talk to M show. If you just joined me, and today's show we get an amazing guest. We get a great show for you. We can talk about the Chevening Scholarship, as I didn't say earlier. Everything you need to know about Chevening, within a Chevening, within the scholarship they're about, other than qualify for go study, how long did they study for, which courses, which university, how within the selection criteria, within the benefits. We can talk about all them things and this, so people go know about it, and also try it and chance, apply and go try it and chance and see who's fit King Ken and go. So today with me I get a host. I mean this is a great host. I don't meet this host who don't play ball together and go beat 2 ball for play that game. They play the match and go beat to the SS camp and catch up beat that game. I'm not glad. I'm not glad at all. And catch up beat to the SS camp. They do a match of that game day. And so we play Fulbright versus Chevening in between. SL USA versus Chevening in between, but they play back. And also, I think I'd also meet you in the US Embassy on that event. Yes. We met there and it was a fun event. So today I get with me, Amasara Jalloh. Amasara Jalloh, right? Mm-hmm. I hope I get it right.
Sure.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Amasara Jalloh.
I don't blame you. I think principal they call me Asmara.
Of course, I'm not gonna blame the principal at all. If you don't read it clearly, you go mistake. You go be saying Amara or you go be Asma. You get so many, vowels there, so you must mistake.
Wait one for Mama, may God bless her soul. Maybe they call me Matthias.
Okay. Now they know the difference. It make it easy for himself. You know why that's not this life. All right, so Mr. Jalloh, welcome. It's good to have you here. Somebody from the British High Commission. So tell people in small thing about you, Mr. Jalloh, and what now you hold the British High Commission.
All right, so just quick one. The smallest guy in the room.
Okay.
Amasara Jalloh. People call me Amas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the political project and Chevening Officer for the High Commission.
Okay.
I've been with them for over 5 years now.
Oh, okay. That's cool. How is it working there for them?
Okay, it's good.
Okay.
Loving it. Okay. Politics has always been part of me from my small. So
okay.
I can tell people and say I'm not doing a job.
Okay.
I just do it I love doing. So it's like a way of life for me.
I see. Yes. I see. So now we're about to talk about the Chevening, because I get a lot of questions, as we don't state them to you. So just tell me what's in exactly now this Chevening Scholarship, and why then create Chevening?
So Chevening, in fact, if you check, Chevening has a very good history. So somebody could tell you say, oh, Chevening na scholar UK government scholarship.
Yeah.
But the word Chevening first, it's a palace in the UK. It's actually in Kent. It's a building. Actually.
Oh, okay.
It's a structure.
I never knew that.
Called Chevening, and then I think King George VI.
Okay.
Naim being the live there, and then at some point. So, in fact, you get a lot of history with royalty, and sometimes we can bluff small with them. We company can bluff small band when they can get a delegation and go host in Chevening because like it's a palace.
Okay.
And a very big building. But for the scholarship, it started since 1983.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that long?
Yes, since 1983. In fact, we get the first 3 people who been get. 2 of them still are sabi them.
Okay.
So one Dr. Kitty Fadluddin, the first set of Sierra Leoneans to get the scholarship there. The one Dr. Kitty Fadluddin where they with I think Balanta.
Wow.
And as well you get this partner at the university where been they do drama.
This is a George. Yes.
Professor Emedus George, now also one of the first set of people. In fact, there have been 3 of them, and 2 the third person actually not there. But you get a very good bunch of Sierra Leoneans with I think over 150 Sierra Leoneans who don't benefit from the scholarship and the fellowship as well. From all walks of life. So Chevening a postgraduate scholarship, a 1-year fully funded postgraduate scholarship for go study in the UK. Fully funded by the UK government. So people can say, okay, what's the difference between Commonwealth scholarship? I will tell you, say, when people see Commonwealth, they are straight out the UK. Yes, UK is part of the Commonwealth, but we are not the Commonwealth. So it's Commonwealth scholarship now, like Portway, all Commonwealth countries they put money inside, but most times we can get the bigger hand who can put inside.
I see.
But for Chevening scholarship, it's directly a UK government funded scholarship, not direct FCDO money. So part of that 0.3% where they go tell you right now they come for as funding across the world, everything called part of that.
I see.
And every year for now we fund up to more than 1,000 students across the world. For study any course on earth. So as long as the university where you want for going to the UK, they offer that course, the meet the criteria, get the leadership potential. Chevening they fund you. In fact, Chevening are the only scholarship where you not get age limit. Somebody will ask me then this year,
yes,
what's the age limit? And I say, like you not grandpa safe. As long as you in leadership material, definitely you will get the scholarship. And I mean, tell somebody last time say, if you sabi carpentry, bang 551. As long as you be say university in the UK ready for you study carpentry, definitely. As long as you be the criteria. So it's open and encompassing, and we look for emerging leaders. That's exactly what we're looking for.
That's the word where I really want to hone in on, emerging leaders. You know, I want to stop you either because the easy way they stop you small. I will come back because a lot of people can feel say applying for this scholarship. They just need for no one thing, perhaps be excellent in just academic work and leadership and emerging leadership. They not only need your academic skills, they also need other skills like what social problems you're solving, how you do volunteer in other areas, what are you passionate about, other things. Then also for sure give a play around. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, so definitely you're right on point. And people miss leadership in for different reasons. So firstly, Chevening, we're not looking for genius. I tell everybody anytime.
Exactly.
We're not looking for geniuses. We're looking for leaders.
Exactly.
Not to genius they want. So I'll tell you, say you get somebody who gets first class, AB1, 2 turn and chest. Go the interview. Then you get somebody who goes either a 2-2 or a 2-1. Where the person perform very well in the interviews, get very good essays. The person selected. In fact, I'll tell you, say. Yes, because it's competitive, a lot of people will get 2-1 and 1-1 definitely will apply. But you get people that sabi somebody who even gets is a Division 2. But of course, he had a very good track record of leadership, and then the person was given the scholarship.
That's what happens in most cases.
I can tell people and say, no, not underrate yourself. As long as you know, so you get the potential and everything. Then you should apply for the scholarship. But again, leadership not means so you get for be. I can always tell people, even where I can sit them in an interview sometimes, or people like read, people like says, I can just smile because leadership not means that you have to be head of an organization.
Exactly.
So what you have to do is to contribute to change.
Exactly.
you don't have to, you can be the change itself.
That's the distinction that really what you make.
But you don't have to be the change per se. You have to contribute to the change.
Exactly.
And for example, for we success for me, it's not about, particularly with Chevening, it's not about how much you get, but how, the impact or way they make and the contribution way they make. That's exactly waiting for we leadership is. So for example, you get somebody in a community, you see, the community dirty.
I mean,
nobody know the waiting and call, and then they take up a leadership and initiative, say, or maybe sometimes the community not get even very good sanitation or waiting and call, and then they come up to an initiative, say, you know, waiting, Lord develop something and Lord do something.
Yeah.
The person might get the idea, but it doesn't mean that one can get for do everything.
Exactly.
You also get for need other people, and that's exactly what you also expect about leaders. You should also get the humility, and you should also be able to step up the plate and able to work with the team. And able to contribute to change. Sometimes, like I said, people can be the change. You get people way brilliant for do that. But like I said, we're looking for leadership, emerging leaders.
I like that distinction.
It doesn't mean you have to be a distinct leader. You can be an emerging leader. And your contribution to society and how you're able to do the best out of and get the best out of it for make sure so you're able to able to move things forward.
Before we come to, because we don't begin touch on the requirements on the eligibility criteria, but before we come to the eligibility criteria in full, let's talk about how you think from your perspective, from your experience for the past 5 years since you've been working. How important has Chevening been for Sierra Leone as a nation?
Very important, I would say. I can tell people and say, I wish I was a Chevener.
Okay.
So before I talk about Sierra Leone, I can always tell people and say, where you not Chevener?
But wait, you don't get it to apply.
Well, sadly, that's the thing.
I know.
So imagine I sit on panels.
Yes.
I don't want 5-year panels.
But you can't apply
and
yourself.
60 and I don't want. Not even me. Even my family can't apply.
Wow.
Members of the
That's a stretch,
members working at the BHC can't apply. So sometimes they ask me, "Bo, paddy, we families ever can't apply." I tell them to me. I say if this thing be open, let me first go for it.
I know.
Sadly, I get a scholarship, but not a Chevening scholarship. Okay. And I will tell you, say when you're a Chevener, you're treated differently than like you. So somebody even be tell me then this year, say, in fact, the current president of Ghana, Mahama, is a Chevener. And I was like, wow,
that's amazing.
And then you get a lot of people everywhere. Like I said, you go somewhere and even where somebody else been tell me, say, you go to airport and then you flash in, find out letter for Chevening scholarship. And the kind of respect and urgency with the kids halfway reach London, they call me. Say, Amasara, say this thing, I don't be listening to this thing powerful. He said, I go in and call. Where see the guy? And I see the guy ask me how are they fitting and call, how are we country work come out, like I can feel safe, if every other thing, UK. He said, brother, you don't take me. He said, I don't travel to this country, come on this country before. He said, but I reach this place now differently. He said, I don't come UK before, but now I come because I get Chevening scholarship. So they treat you differently. Chevening really important and impactful in a salon. I'll tell you, say, from all walks of life. Somebody will tell you, say, well, what are the people you point out? I call 2 people just now. Kitty Fadluddin. It's a household name in Sierra Leone. This is a judge. We all know it's a household name. We get somebody who in the presidential office right now, Momo Toure, and he's the coordinator. The deputy minister of health and sanitation.
Oh wow.
Jalikatu Mustafa.
He's
a chef now. The head of psychiatric hospital and the possibly also the head of child psychiatry, Dr. Aliyu and Dr. Jalloh. Both of them are Cheveners.
Oh wow!
And lawyer Sulaiman Ba, where they sit on the appeals court, is a Chevener. We've been get the former deputy IG for Sierra Leone, Elizabeth Toure. She was a Chevener. Even the current head of the legal system or the legal practice within the Sierra Leone police, Joan Bull, is also.
Oh yeah, I know Joan. Joan is a Chevener and also Fulbrighter. Yeah,
and they
she's hungry.
I think she needs a Nobel Peace Prize for.
She's super hungry, but I admire her so much.
No, honestly, I think
the
good thing about her, I can always say, she's always looking forward to tap into opportunities.
Absolutely.
And she's always making the best out of them. And I think that's exactly what I can always point to. And I can say, I wish I can be somewhere like that.
And I know that's one thing you should never get tired of learning.
She's eager and she's desperate for that.
Yes, she wants to learn.
And definitely she's intentional.
Yeah,
she is.
She is.
And I think she's doing well. So without all the people, all walks of life. So we get people to contribute to change. You go to MDAs across, you go see a lot of people in Chevening, and it's life changing because at the end of the day, we give you fully funded scholarship. You go to the UK, and then we encourage you to return back and can contribute to change the country.
Oh, absolutely.
And we get all of them people who I mentioned, and even more, all of them contributing either in the private sector or in the public sector. This year as well, we get fine ladies and fine gentlemen and ladies. 11 of them.
I know a couple of them, though.
In fact, I call them this year. I call them Leone Stars because for the first time under me, I get double digits of 11 people going to the UK. And I can call it Leone Stars. So
usually, how many when I can take?
So when I came, it was low.
Yes.
So we started with, I think the year I came because of COVID, we had 4. And then we went to 5, we get 6. But honestly, I think all credits as well to the people I don't work with. So both the current and the former High Commissioner, Lisa and Josephine. And the Deputy High Commissioner right now, I don't work with extensively. They've really been immense. Supporting, lobbying. I remember last year, Lisa go London and she had to go to Chevening and she, because we didn't get few issues with petitions, and she had to say, Amasara, put this petition in. Then you put me name, saying I may endorse this petition. And she went to the UK and honestly, because of all of that, we don't rise considerably, including the support with the alumni as well. Hopefully they don't forget, because we alumni, they prepare the applicants a great deal. They get 1-to-1, they get different events we can talk about as part of the application process.
I applied twice for Chevening. The last thing, then coming for interview, and the other time, I don't watch me application. I failed twice. So that's okay. It's part of life.
I could tell you it's a competitive process. But all I could tell you, say, don't be phased or daunted. Continue for the apply. Honestly,
of course.
we get people like this country. For example, there is a story somebody talked on Facebook. I think on social media say, after his 7th try, he didn't forget his scholarship. It's highly competitive. It depends how things are happening every year, and you get, to be honest, it gets a rigorous process. When you get the scholarship, you have to be proud, and you get for tap yourself. At some point, I think
the year I go for Fulbright, that was the same year I applied again, like the 3rd time, and they don't give me. I say no, but still, at least I go America. They give me America, give me England. No, give me. No,
it's all part of the sister scholarships, and we all work together.
Yes.
Whether it's Fulbright, Chevening, or that thing, but I think for me, I've been from scholarship from a grade A country. I think I would say I will put Chevening up there.
I see your alumni. I know a couple of them where I know they're brilliant, they're bright, and they're doing amazing work. And I don't work with some of them, and some of them are colleagues, some of them are also former schoolmates. So I know the output, I know what they do, I know what they're capable. Dr. Hoodie Limon, he's a former schoolmate. He's also Fulbright and Chevening. At the same time, Temitayo Labor is also,
of course,
he's a colleague, he's a friend as well. So who can apply for this Chevening scholarship? And also we don't talk about where they work, they not get right to apply there at all. You family, you not get right to apply. No. But as a Sierra Leonean, would that qualify for apply for Chevening?
So get few changes going to happen this year. So for example, we don't put and say you for be a citizen of the country where they apply.
Of course.
But even if you're a resident, for example, you can get foreigners way. If you feel you get the opportunity, you resident in Sierra Leone, you can apply. But I think firstly, you must be Sierra Leonean, like I always say. I think it gives an advantage because we want to encourage a lot of Sierra Leoneans to apply.
Also, foreigners can apply?
Foreigners can apply, but I think it's going to be a huge deal for give a lot of opportunities to Sierra Leoneans. So
Sierra Leone first, okay.
You can be resident in Sierra Leone, you can try luck and everything, but I will tell you, because it's a global scholarship, I will tell you, say, we want for give a lot of preference to Sierra Leoneans.
Got you.
Somebody else been tell me a few days ago, say if that person they want for apply, they gonna continue.
Look at this stop with chances. I like that.
So it's but you have to be Sierra Leone and you get to get a very good, decent first degree. Because it's highly competitive. Like I say, everybody can apply, but because it's competitive, people with a first class or a 2-1 stand a greater chance. But you also get proven record of leadership. It doesn't mean, like I said, you have to be head of an organization. Like sometimes I can meet some essays, people and they say, I didn't at school, I've been the president of this, that. Sometimes, it adds to your efforts, but actually waiting you do.
The change.
So for example, what you do. For example, when I make in the application, we can actually ask for a lot of I instead of we.
Yeah.
So I think I'll can talk about that in a bit.
Yeah,
but I think a lot more then as well. You forget at least 2 years of work experience after you graduate. So these are the few changes will happen. These few years. So before now, we're gonna get they will ask say you get 2 years of work experience. It can be before you they graduate and all, or doing the studies, because some people can do volunteer jobs and everything. But we ask that you get 2 years of work experience after graduation. Because we want for increase. For Sierra Leone, we get very good applications where they go through every year. But because of the when you look at the global outlook or the global setup, the amount of applications will be the commodity everything and call not as stronger. But I'll tell you, say this year for Sierra Leone, it was really strong. That can you imagine the first in history? I think 492. And then go to reading committee stage. Over 720 apply for the scholarship. So we get almost 85% of the people that we apply go to the committee stage for reading, and it been give the committee people a lot of headaches. So I am sure by the time we come out with the reports of the statistics of this year, I think Sierra Leone go up there.
So those are the changes that we.
So like I say, for one of the few changes will happen. 2 years of work experience. Where you be after, not so even now. Where you be say you get. You they study or waiting and call you decide for like say okay, well let's look for applying, or at least after you don't get 2 years of work experience, then you actually don't go solid with it. And then you for hold another graduate degree for qualify you
of course
for UK
master's program.
Yes, then you for apply to 3 different eligible university for UK university courses. It can be sometimes somebody go tell you say okay, I get 3 courses was in one university where I apply 3 different courses. Fine. We're gonna encourage you for do that, but I can always advise people and say try for look at what's your career they go. No distract your career. Imagine somebody a medical doctor want go AI
into cyber security
or want go
and you can't even justify it.
That's it. So sometimes it makes it difficult for handle. But at some point you can get a course if you do social work or first degree. You do work around you get some people as well where now then work experience done also channeling career path. For example, somebody graduate now a college with a mass comm degree, but you end up working a bank and they use the human resource. He or she's doing very well. So then they go say, okay, I think it makes sense for her to do a master's in human resource. At least you know how trajectory they go. Or somebody go there, you do first degree in let's say development, you go work na let's say something else we not they get for the development. And then at the end of the day, one go do a master's degree development. Sometimes we can also question the career path. So these are some of the mistakes, some of the things we are good definitely guide on. But I think at least 3 university courses. It might be one university you apply for 3 different courses, or 3 different universities, 3 different courses.
I need 3 acceptance from all 3 or just one?
So we just need one. Some people can lucky then can get, and me I go advise say you look for more than 3 universities. So for example, if Namibia apply, I go spread my wings for like 5, 6, 7 universities.
So applying to 7.
Yes, but at the end of the day, I know say I get 3 universities while they put na me application where something I want. But in a case where something in Kinde, by the time sometimes you go lucky for them call you for interview. Sometimes 3 universities then they will apply. Sometimes they not call you. Sometimes they not respond to it. They not give you any offer it. Sometimes the one day you not put and they give you offer. If you can't interview, there's also an opportunity. Okay, ask you one for make a change of universities. That's the only option we can get. So somebody will say, well, I'll be applied to them 3 years, but I think I find better options. So I don't get options waiting and calling. I decide for like change, and then we can make them change. So I can say spread your tentacles. Make sure say you're intentional about exactly what you want to do. And try to do the best as you can.
Perfect. I mean, this is a very comprehensive. It's a very comprehensive requirement. Quickly, let me go talk about the academic and professional requirements. I think we touch about it a bit. Academic, at least. Yes, 1-1, cool, but you mentioned clearly that, I mean, 2-1 is acceptable and it's a competitive scholarship. So, so dynamic, that's for academic. Professional requirements, you're looking for a number of 2 years, right?
Yes,
minimum.
2 years work experience.
So anything lower than 2 years?
For now, no. So because the thing is, we expect, say, after you graduate with 2 years, you don't get enough experience for demonstrate, because it also gets a lot for tell on the essays. So in the essays, when you write, maybe I'll come to in details, but when you write the essays, we ask for tangible examples. let's say you go get examples where you're in a college or you're in a school. Yes, it makes sense, but because it's competitive, if somebody go give some latest example where get for those in current workplace, the person they go higher past you, or the person they gets better considerations past you.
Yeah, you're right.
So I say look like nothing in the key actually.
This is a perfect segue into break. When we come back, we can talk about the theory at the application process step by step, if you're able. Like, you know, how I really want to help with the timelines, because that is also important. Like when the application they close, and what's now, like which you advise students for do now at this time, and for meet the time when the application they close for let them submit the scholarship, and also the application, and also you will talk briefly about the timing, because sometimes university don't reply to students on time, and we know like if a student can send an application and then if the university no reply them at all, if that's considered as a null and void for that student, or you will mention and they will take. I will return back after the short break.
Baby now, anything I like that they buy now. Turn down, cause me I let it turn down, and let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. For this one where we dey, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why some man go stay, now only God know. The reason why some man go go, now God himself know. Me brother, me I no go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of the man know, not to the end of the life. I never give up, I know they turn down. Every day I turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous na the name now.
Yes, welcome back again. If you just join me, we talk about the Chevening Scholarship, all you need to know about the Chevening Scholarship. And today I get with me Amasara Jalloh from the British High Commission. We tell you everything we need to know about the Chevening Scholarship. And this scholarship is fully funded to the UK, and for a 1-year course at any university once you're eligible. And then upon returning, you can contribute to national development. So why not take advantage of this? You can also be part of the show. We call me on 0799949993 or send a text message on 07994993 if you want for maybe ask a question directly, or you get something we want to talk about where you want for comment on. Back to the conversation, Mr. Jalloh. Just walk us through, step-by-step process of the application.
Okay, so before that, you ask about timeline. So I just like make quick one. So the timeline. So the 5th of August, the application don't open.
Okay.
We get 2 months window. So 5th of August, and it close at exactly 12 UTC.
Okay.
On the 7th of October.
Okay.
So when it closed at 7th of October, the application then be shifted against eligibility criteria. So they do some shifting.
Okay.
The system we be developed.
Okay.
9 days do so you get, I think it's a configured system where they do the first sorting, and then I think the same system back to do also the second sorting.
Okay.
So at least they look at these different criteria. At least of course then go down. They go down prepare. I'm not the way computer no they do guys.
Of course.
And then from October, now they do all of that. Then by mid-October up to January, because we want get long time for read applications. So from mid-October to January 2026, we get the reading committee assessment. So you get forget 2 reading committees.
Okay.
So of course you get forget the regional reading committee where they read every country application where they come.
Okay.
So if you watch on the website, you see there is a room where they get different rooms and they get different table. You get people who they pay for that. In fact, one part with scholars we've been go 1 year. Aminata Aisha been lucky for lay ask for lay join the guiding committee. And in fact, if somebody go on the website, the Chevening website, in fact, they post. She did a blog about talking about some of the common mistakes in the process. Where I think Danny Sef can help a lot because she did very well and she went to the human resource. She's one of our star students who will be get definitely. Anyway, somebody I'm really proud of. And by mid-February, they do shortlisting. Then applicants may they then don't do shortlisting by mid-February. The applicants then go get back to them and then they don't shortlist them for interview. Then they'll communicate to them and then the interviews will go on between March to April. Where the interview definitely go happen in Free Tongue here. For Sierra Leone and the British High Commission, we can do the interviews. But then mid-June, the results and the come out of the process how it happened and then other selected and everything. And then by then we don't begin send to them. And
Awesome.
And then by the 9th of July, they ask for offer deadline, which I will come for talk about. September again and October, the studies begin at the UK for this current cohort. So you said I'll take you through the
step by
step. So I can always tell somebody, say, what you want for go for Chevening Scholarship. My first advice would be prepare. I go say prepare. And part of the preparation, I go say you get for be intentional. What you want for do. It might be something where the impact or affects your current work, where you want for like be like your career path, or maybe you can see something where you want for pursue. But we're not too far off from exactly waiting. You did imagine medical doctor and go read AI. I wonder how cyber technology.
I know, right?
Or something. Or something. But so you get some things the way, for example, a journalist want for go read medicine. Where for masters, where you get the first background at then and call, then you get a journalist in degree. So sometimes it's
confusing.
It's a mismatch. To say the least. So I think what you for do not be intentional. What you want for do. For example, somebody don't work as a journalist for a very long time. Maybe the person study French or the person study development studies, and in saying I think I get passion for journalism, so I'm going into journalism. So it can look at exactly what you want to focus either political journalism, PR or something else. But you know, at some point she's going to journalism. Somebody as well can be gets a journalist degree, or maybe he's doing very well in the financial sector with him, and then you can say, I think I need a master's in this because I want to understand what's happening better. So but you get for intention and not saying that this I want. Then from there you begin to look at the university them. So even before Chevening they open, if you don't prepare yourself. But let's say you not able to prepare then so the first thing I go advise, know exactly what you need for masters.
I see.
And then this person say, okay, now X and Y I want to do. For example, I want to do political journalism. I say, okay, well, you go on Google, check the universities in the UK where they offer the political journalism. You see the universities, see the criteria, see if you meet all of them criteria, then because the university them, and actually they employ you now for go study with them. So I think it's the first criteria you need to forget. And then when you look at most of them, some graded universities or some universities where they offer some courses. Some of the courses and they ask for IELTS and other English language exams result. Some no they ask for them. Because you get some courses where they go tell you say the same university some course and they ask for this IELTS. Some courses they know they ask for.
And the English language
results. Proof of English language. And then to get even some go tell you say well now I study English language then criteria. So I go advise you the first thing if you look at universities, if you see university where you say they ask you for mandatory IELTS, then you go for the university. If you don't say the cost, then you go and study. But you got some people who are actually intentional. For example, somebody will tell you, say, I want to study in Oxford. Whether or not they get I want to study in Liverpool School. Whether or not they get I am going to do it, and which is a bold move. And sometimes, a lot of times, I think it can be. I can advise people to be intentional about it. So you look at exactly the courses, you look at the criteria, then you begin applying at the universities. But when you're looking at the university then there as well, before you begin applying universities, look if those universities are also accredited with us or at Chevening, because we get a list of universities where we work with, we'll get very good relationship with, where we don't partner with.
So it's best to go to your website.
Yes, go to the website and see
the Chevening website.
The Chevening website for see the university they are on the way. Because a lot of times we also can do that partnership and we can get that relationship with the university. Some can give you some
omissions in terms of fees or tuition, other things.
Yeah.
For example, somebody go tell you, some school go tell you, I they remove 10% for Chevening, I they remove 20% for Chevening, I they remove 100. Some people give you remove 100%.
Yeah.
I said I waive tuition for Chevening based on some courses and everything. So come and can look at the website and see if the university did it.
Awesome. Then
if you did it, I think that's your start.
Okay.
Begin applying at the universities.
Okay.
And as you apply at the universities, begin applying at the website, the Chevening portal.
Great.
So your portal, I think you create your own ID and everything. You get your own unique ID and then get 2-step verification.
Okay.
And then from there, when you begin apply, the next way you think about are your essays.
Yeah.
The essays are the elephants in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes they can be very tricky.
Very tricky.
So start with where you come. You get the 4 essays they all can ask for. You get one in leadership, and influencing. You get another one in relationship building and shared learning. We got another one in studying in the UK, and you get the last one on career plans.
Yeah.
So then go ask you specific questions. And so what I can advise most of the time, where you do your essays, make sure say the thing that we they also look at now issues that we get UK interests as well, because it gives a better footing, because
True.
for example you get UK priorities, so where we also always think about. So go on the website and see exactly what's in the requirements as well. So then go tell you say, well, follow you able to apply, these are all our, so try for make sure say even where you do your essays, try for mirror around maybe 1 or 2 of them or priorities in there, which most of the time it can help a great deal for able for make sure so it push you through.
Perfect.
So I go advise the person look at them, and then you get one of the priorities we can get, of course, is climate change. We also get some priorities on governance or open society. So look at them priorities and see how you can able to how you can able for coin your essays. For me to the expectations. And I go also advise say you go finally as well look at some priorities in Sierra Leone right now, because what will they ask that where you go you can contribute to change, and sometimes you get some things where Sierra Leone actually look out for. We still
so you what you speak to, so you ask students and for do like a research, understand exactly the problem way prevalent in the country, and the kind of professionals where the government and other stakeholders and other institutions they look for resolve those problems. Basically a match with the thematic areas where the scholarship they fund. And then based on that, and that can cause you for apply for.
So what you make with the advice all of them things then because one thing what they expect a leader for be, like we say, you identify a problem where you want to solve. You don't mention and just solve. So for example, there is some problems like somebody go tell you say, well, maybe I get intention for maybe can develop 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago. Somebody say I want can develop see if I can develop or contribute for develop malaria vaccines. So because the prevalence of malaria in my country, looking at things where they happen. Somebody, so there is a need where you want for come, there's a gap where you want for come fill. Somebody tells you I'm going to go read corporate law because maybe I want to empower the middleman, or maybe some of them entrepreneurs them. Maybe give them skills, everything, and can get her and support them within the corporate sector, because I want for help and develop the middle class. We know so we get a very small middle class in the country. Very so small. In Sierra Leone, it's either you're up or down there. So the middle class is very small. So maybe I won't contribute to that. So you see there's a need, and how you able to contribute for can make sure say you create impact on that need. So I make I always advise say let you try to do that as best as possible.
Perfect.
So after that you can write your essays. I would say the essays I will advise people in the structure and for use a star approach. So when they ask you question in the essays, so you for develop you bring out a situation. So identify what was the situation. Waiting at the task we're supposed to happen.
Your answers should be situational, not to question, not to direct answer.
So for example, create a story. For example, because the person where they read from you, the person not cancel alone, the person not ever cancel alone. Of course. It doesn't know about alone. But the story where they read, and they create the picture in your mind. So write your own story with convincing. So for example, so create the story. So there's a situation, and in that situation there's a task that's supposed to be performed. And in that task, which action you take in that particular task is supposed to be performed. What you do, whose role you play. Not to waiting the group do, but waiting you do. And then what was the result in the end? It doesn't mean it's going to lead to big change or that kind drastic change, but what it contributes to. For example, there's a flooding where they go on in the area and at the gutters, everything and call. So what I decide for do now for maybe do some cleaning for like clean the drainages at that particular point in time, or maybe you decide for like so because the end result will be then get for bigger gutter and waiting and call, but you need for organize and ensure say maybe if na bins you get them around the community so people no go to what na gutter, make sure say they clean the gutter then fast so at some point flooding no go happen at the community. So that's exactly an action, and at the end of the day the result is flooding not happen at the community at all where it happened before. It doesn't mean you solve the problem, but actually you're able to
what do you go say to the one the way they use AI clients like ChatGPT and Grok and those ones?
So the thing is we always don't prepare for that, and most of the time. So that's why sometimes we ask you for real-time examples, and sometimes give you personal examples. So based on that one, and the AI can't create a personal example.
Exactly.
So I can always tell people and say, yes, use some of those AI tools, but use them sensibly. Because one thing where they happen for us, we get a system now where they track AI. AI essays.
Yes.
And they flag them. But we get different layers. So from the system, and then they track them. When you go to the reading committee, and they do assessment on them. If you miss all the one in there, we can interview this interview the kind of salon because we get panel members where they where they share the applications to. We also they look at all of it, and we get people who are experts in them field and including myself. Where most of the time I mean they do the investigation, so I mean they do dirty work. So if therefore means if I have to put your essay maybe on a particular software for that check. If I get for look, and because at the Salo a day, sometimes you cannot be giving me things where they up the cloud because I don't live in Salo. Now 2 years, now 3 years somebody come here for like go for go study or go that side. Because Salo a day, and I could talk about. So I understand what's in the app. You know, tell me what I don't understand. So most often we try for track them one and day, but I'll tell you say when I make we they ask for real time and personal examples. For like give you a personal experience with which AI can't do. So that's something as well where we can always try for look at, and we also I'll tell you say for sure we study the applications very well. Part of the support where FCDO they give to the scholarship unit, they pay attention to. Studying all of the essays because that's the elephant in the room, and that's exactly some of the things I would try for.
You describe, I think, because the next question maybe will ask like how what did they give you it's important to note that they give you. Before I go to the review, I want to clear something me to talk off the line just now. If a student they apply and then they don't apply to schools, to universities, and the universities do not get back to them. And then the 2 months expire. What happens to that student's application? Does it? I'm sure you know even submit and so that student don't forfeit.
No. So it doesn't mean by the time you end the application, if you don't get an offer from the university. Some happen, some it doesn't, because some of the university they get different timelines. For example. Between then term there, so university they don't talk about application done. They don't close everything. So if you apply, it will be there, but they not go respond to you until the later time. So but what they ask that you put in your application and lay it in at the system and let it proceed. Now I always advise say 3 universities, but try for spread your tentacles. Do more. For example, if now me I go choose at least 5 universities. Where I know say bad say at least 2 must come to me at that particular point in time, with some time, or either at least so I make in the application we they ask waiting at the status of your application. Either you do apply, either you are waiting decision, either you don't get an offer, whether it's conditional or unconditional offer. So most times universities by the time people can done, they can just don't respond to you, maybe don't give you a conditional offer, say you need for me 10 conditions. The only conditions we know say hinge on you, now like where they can ask for maybe you academic requirements, or maybe they ask for your IELTS, or maybe they ask for let them do they verify all of you results or other things. And then they it's changed on you. But if they say the only condition now for the fees, that's not a problem. You just need for telling so you apply for Chevening Scholarship and they wait a response, and then they would hold on for you because I can always advise say you also go to universities we also get relationship with, so they understand we condition and understand we protocol. So when they say okay, this man about say by mid-June to July, then go down respond to Chevening go because we get relationship with them, go pay for and quick, and then by September, October I go down starting classes, which is easy. So now we can advise something and but like you can put in the application Whether you are waiting a decision, whether you don't get an offer, whether you get or not, just put them in, and then but you for submit you Chevening application, scholarship application by the deadline of the 7th of October.
Okay.
You know, mean say power, you need to forget you, but you need for track and but by the time you go for the interview, at least you for don't get one school.
We don't offer
you.
Okay.
At least one school. Okay. Now I make sometimes waiting care happy like what I tell you about 5. Sometimes the 3 I put in my application, sometimes 3 not respond to me, but 2 are not put to I don't respond to me.
Yeah.
Let's say they invite me now to the interviews. The interviews are then for ask me if I want to do a change, and then I go say okay, yes, I want to do a change. Number 1, number 2, I want pull them, I want put different in, or maybe number 1, number 2, number 1 I want put out a number 3, number 2 and number 3 I pull them, and then I want put the other one the way I don't carry it, I want put a number 1, number 2. We flexible for that change, but only during the interview process that get for happen.
Got you.
So I can expect, I can advise people like they open spelling tentacles and they're able for like
somebody. Then also I know we don't talk about this and how candidates are selected. We look for emerging leaders, not only academic excellence, emerging leaders, people where they actually make a change in the environment,
where they contribute
to change, where they contribute to actual solid change, like substantial change. What else can make you stand out for make your chances to increase for make them select you?
So I go tell you it will increase if you get a very good essay. Like I say, your essay is supposed to be clear, and it's supposed to create the story what they expect. So, for example, I'm sure if you use this approach, it will help a great deal. Because when we look at the essays, like as somebody know ever sabi you, they read your essay, and the ten they go say why that this person what he say don't get 3, 4, 5 year experience.
So your advice is
because the work experience sometimes mean say you need for be paid job. It can be volunteer job.
Okay.
So for example, I don't graduate, but for 2 years I work for this organization. I work for Epic for 2 years. I volunteer, but I don't contribute to change in one way or the other. I don't get leadership examples under me, under me ambit. I don't get a lot of networking and shared learning opportunities where I can talk about. I think at the 2 things that actually where you need for come out, where you need for explain your story. Because studying in the UK, of course, it's straightforward. I want for read X, Y, and Z, one for read them. The only thing I go advise when people are talking about, so just for go to the essays. So you get the relationship building, you get the leadership and influencing, where they ask you about you proving leadership acumen where you get, and like make I say if you use this approach, you go develop a situation where come the task where you perform, the action where the task for perform, the action where you take, and which result it end up to.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic. And then at least I go advise you do 2 or 3. I go advise that also be the recent examples where they within. For example, you can take maybe you get one unique one, maybe where you go to college or maybe in a community or maybe where you in a school. You can use that as well. I go advise you at least the first or the second example be within your workspace or within your career path, because it's actually going to tell you stories. Say this person, the career path or the trajectory where they work at at some point. I think
stand a chance.
Leader. Yes. So I think that's then the relationship building and shared learning. The relationship where you don't create not to where they all benefit you as a person, but how you able for benefit a whole. For example, because I sabi you I need DJ for waiting and call because I get program. So then I go meet you and then you go play for me waiting and call. A no match up. For example, it might be that there is a need where my community get, and because of the relationship I get with you, it can benefit the community. Maybe I sabi somebody who work in the ministry of health. Because of that, we not being a hospital where I know say picking them they die and waiting and call. At the end of the day, I able for use that relationship the person able for make sure say you can get some small clinic, or maybe you can get people and can begin do some satellite treatments to people. So at some point, so you don't contribute. So I know use me networking what I get for me benefit as a person, but high benefits the whole or more people than expected. And studying in the UK, people can talk about the courses, the universities. So I can always say, what you use UK attracted for? What's in the UK culture where you like? So one thing where I know say every other person in a salon like for the UK and the football.
Oh Lord!
So at some point, me go tell you say, I go UK that first 1 month day. I get that money. I go Liverpool. Come in a Liverpool supporter because I must.
When I get lucky yesterday.
The thing is not to lock na good. The problem is something about in a time.
I get luck last night. Newcastle one get back at them when they get locked.
I know you're a Manchester supporter.
No, me not Barcelona supporter.
Well, and the Manchester supporter and Arsenal supporters were pained yesterday. In fact, some people, the man in the Christy laugh. But at some point, waiting attract you apart from the education. For example,
true.
It's some people will tell you say
it's about knowledge sharing, cultural diversity. Go share,
particularly cultural diversity.
For
example, you get places sites in the UK where you want to go see.
Yeah, of course.
For example, me, I want person right now. We say, if person ask me, also I want to go right now in Africa, I'll tell you say I want to go Egypt. Wait to make because I want to go see Mount Sinai.
Okay.
Because it's something I've read in the Bible, in the Quran. It has a lot of history, and I want to. And that they say there is a big church where they at the foot of the Sinai where I want to see. So for example, so you get for example, somebody will tell you I want to see Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, of course. It's all about research. It tells the audience you don't do research.
So that's it.
You're interested in actually living with the people, connecting with the society. That's cultural exchange.
That is exactly what you don't say. Even university you go study. Why you want to study this course? Why you want to go to this city? For example, somebody go tell you say want to go to Leicester because of 1-2 reasons. Somebody go and say I go Edinburgh because of Edinburgh Castle. Somebody go tell you say because of I get Nobel Peace Prize winners we come out Oxford and I make I want to go Oxford University. So you need to explain studying in the UK and why you want for studying at the university and at the city and why you want for going at the UK itself, because that same course they in the offer another country. So why the UK?
Why?
And then career plans you need for be I think you need for be intentional. What thing that you plan?
Centered around coming back, returning back.
That's it.
That's the big mistake students.
And I think we don't put premium on that. In fact, people then they sign an agreement now.
I get a call with the Kaisa right now. I just see if we can entertain this caller. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Talk to M show. Your name and where the call from?
Mystic Guazak.
Yes, Mystic. How are you? Welcome, sir.
Cool, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This, wonderful, educative show.
Yes, Mystic. You're welcome. Thank you.
So you guess Thomas. I don't listen until out.
Okay.
And now one of the young, inspirational young people.
Okay.
We really they send a positive message to others.
Okay.
Like you say, this is a great opportunity for young people. Let them grab with one.
Yeah.
And then go through the process meticulously as they don't state them. At least you never can tell whose opportunity they come up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So
yes.
This I just want to call everybody.
Thank you so much, Mystic.
Let them tap into the said website and try for make the application.
I appreciate that so much. Thanks for that call to action. Thank you so much, Mystic. God bless you. Good night.
Interestingly, I already on the talk show.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mystic. So like I just they say career plans, you be intentional about it. Not give you lofty plans. I can always advise people not give you castles in the air. For example, you tell me say in 3 years you want can be president. We no say no practical. You short term now for can be member of parliament. Watch it, my brother. Be careful a little bit. So let your career plans be very realistic. And you know say that's something measurable. For example, because we dey check. And sometimes we could expect say at some point you actually measure up. We're not going to begin to say why you know get you long term plan now, but we expect say the things that we put then go begin show you whether or not you get the what it takes. So for example, within 1 year, let it be something measurable where within 1 year period where you're able to like contribute to either it's policy wise within your office, either within your environment which you can contribute to. Then maybe a bit of time plan can be within 3 to 5 years. Something where you're able to do contribute to change. Then maybe 5 to 10 years or long term plan can be something they go to parliament. But no tell me say you can be president in 2 years.
Okay, I'm asking a long time again. As we count up. Just tell me small thing before, because I'm not sure I can give you at least 1 minute for you talk about maybe I think you say like plans and programs and something I come up with. But how strong is the alumni group? Because this is very important that potential candidates they reach out to the alumnus and for guidance, for tutoring, for just help. How strong it is, and then how can they reach the alumnus?
Extremely strong. I will tell you, say the success they get in Chevening, it's not unconnected with the support of the NEGI, and I will appreciate waiting the alumni don't do in Sierra Leone for contribute to Molo get stronger candidates. So we then get a very strong executive led by Momo Toure. And the executive they have been doing fantastic. In fact, from where you take up leadership, you say in measure way in own success now we get double digits, and thankfully get double digits this year, which is a big one. But the alumni are really active, then they support you through and through. So then in fact then they make events them as we they go. So like during this period of the application, they get for hold the webinar. I think it's the 11th of September. They don't plan them, but flyers will come out from that. Then as well they get for get one-to-one session. So some people also look out for flyers. So you get some Chevening, they will go say, okay, I get X time, Y time, and then this year where I want forget people. And sometimes I would like to make and so even non-Sierra Leoneans also they tap into them tier. Last year we get 3 students we get Chevening Scholarship with the outside of Sierra Leone. When some of our alumni they help with their one-on-one sessions, be able for like support. Which I think it's a great deal. So and as well we also get a road show where they also most times can support we with. And then during the interview period as well, then they also host a webinar. Where they can able for like help people and give them tips and then they take people them along. And I think we also don't work with them. Then they also don't help for reviews, students and essays, which is something I will also ask people and for do. So for example, you can reach out to me. Definitely we go try for like get when you develop your essay, where your essay done.
I'm gonna reach out to you because I go get for put this social media handles and what's the best way for reach out to you?
So I go advise that so if they reach out to the embassy, they come to the embassy and then
outside the embassy
na Spur Road, 6 Spur Road, Freetown. Then can ask for Amasara Jalloh. And then when they come, they can ask and then they can come meet me and tell me say they don't know essays. Then I go look for some Chevening alumni, we can help them review essays. Like make it clear they are not writing your essays, they are reviewing. So when you get your essay, you send them to them, then go definitely look at the essay, advise you bits and pieces. Because that's some people in Ireland one. Sometimes
and I know nothing.
And wait make I know they give me number out.
They apply for me now.
I get stressed last year. The floods of people who are get me waiting and call tell me come almost everyone change me number in our office because of the pressure I really get. So now I cannot give me number out. But if you go to the embassy, definitely you ask for Amasara or for the post where they in charge of Chevening, definitely you'll come back.
Quickly, how many people in intend for take next year?
So we look at the current. So we can look at the current number we'll get this year, and likely we look at between 10 to 11 people in this year. Next year maybe might go up. Because I think what they can do, they can try for look at expansion. This year we get very good applications, I'll tell you.
I'm
sure at some point, and based on some bits and pieces where I'm not going to say public, I think it's we get a lot of support. We get people in this year, because if you compare 10 to an 8 million population compared to like 30 or 40 for Nigeria with 250, 260 million population, you're going to see at some point, population-wise, population ratio to candidate, I think we're better off. So I think that's
so what could be your final statement? I think you get something for
yes. So I just like I say, we get events them or get things that they develop over the period. We get a webinar when at the Chevening alumni webinar we go be the 11th. But again, I think on the 2nd we intend for do
the webinar. You wanna go share the link?
Yes, definitely. We go share the link. We go put them on social media. The Chevening alumni then get Facebook page and get Twitter page. We have UK and Sierra Leone websites, the BHC website. We say we try for share them. But also BHC at the host an open day with the alumni as well. It will be at the residence in Freetown.
What time? What day?
We look at the 2nd of September. More details will come on that because my supervisors or my boss then, including the High Commissioner need for clear because my residents I get for use.
Absolutely.
So I get for tell me say pardon at this time it is, but at the 2nd actually I will use me. I will use the and at some point we get forget road shows. So get for go na all the major cities. So get for go like in Kenema or get maybe na the Kenema City Council. Between the 8th to the 11th of September we did maybe between Makeni City Council, Bo City Council and Kenema City Council. But more details on that will come because we also ask people and for maybe even subscribe or like come on board and maybe register, so at least we know so we get people on their side.
I get one last question. Somebody did ask me say if executive assistants can apply.
So every other person can apply.
Oh yeah, I mean I talk about they're not really listen to me.
Every other person can apply. So even if you're not CEO, so somebody can tell me yourself, hey, but I don't go UK before and this and that. Everything and call like you apply, yes, apply.
Yeah.
So whether you poor or rich, sometimes you get people like we go tell you. Some people. So we chef need to look at whether you poor or rich.
Yeah.
We need to look at affluence or not. So what do they look at now? Whether you get your potential for you are the leader or something.
In less than 2 seconds, less than 5 seconds, whether they actually review the applications. So Sierra Leone them on a
so in the UK na people are within the UK and they review the application. So you get a regional committee.
Okay.
They get sub-regional committee of the different continents where they review the applications at the building in Kingston.
Okay.
But in Freetown, after the long listing period, they get a lot of interactions with the Sierra Leone office. But the interviews are based in Freetown.
Okay.
But we get professional experts both from the alumni and staff at the embassy.
Okay.
Also
so it's fair and fair through all through and through.
Definitely. I tell somebody say this is not get for do sababu because you sabi me no me say they get the scholarship.
Absolutely.
Because not to me even get for review.
Okay.
So like you know, say, hey, Amasara.
Yes,
I go guide you. I go offend somebody who review the essays because I can't review the essay because I'm conflicted and I want to protect my integrity.
Exactly.
But the best I go do now for offend somebody who review the essay for you and wish you all the best. If you meet the expectations, fine. But Amasara no get sababu.
Thank you so much, Amas. Thank you so much. I mean, this is so comprehensive. We can continuously go on and on and on. This one are not enough, but I'm sure this information we don't provide we listeners and the potential candidates and potential applicants. Then we'll use them to the advantage and apply and take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks very much for hosting. Thanks for all the good job we Epic do.
You're always welcome.
I think in a very short time, Slick and Epic don't really prove.
I mean, of course. It's the biggest radio show.
You see the engineer, the smile. So thanks to all everybody in efforts, and I think you guys are doing good. Just keep it up.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, there you have it. Today we don't come to the end of the show. As I can always say, we designed the show for help young people. We designed the show for break boundaries and provide people with adequate information for when they're gonna make life choices, positive life choices. Then go use them for change in life and figure this thing called life, this thing called life out, because it's not easy. You not get GPS, so that's why we designed the show. And have been your host, Mulku Amasara. Next week we also promise to bring somebody Nayaso where we can tell you everything about the opportunities in Germany. We understand all the German schools, all the schools in Germany, all the public schools in Germany are free. They are free. And
I studied in Germany, so
yes, they are free, and people can apply from Sierra Leone for go studying in Germany, and but there are requirements, and you just need to meet those requirements. We'll bring somebody who also we go through we benefit from and we can share experiences and how you can take advantage of such opportunities if you qualify. Thank you so much, and I have been your host, Mulku Amasara. This is your favorite talk show. Tuesday 8 p.m. we go there again for the Talk to M show. Good night.
For this one where we did, people go come inside.